Hello, my name is Need for I actually smell good for once.
Hot Old Spice 2. For the PlayStation Isaiah Mustafa on a PlayStation Terry Crews.
Anyways, last week, Flynn actually stole an Aston Martin V12 Vanquish that belonged to James Bond. He destroyed it.
And repainted it.
And repainted it, and it looks freaking gay as hell, but that's okay. We're doing something a little different today. We're taking two of the most desirable cabriolets ever, built on a 3-lap race to the desert. Sure. We got the BMW Z8 and the Ferrari 550 Barchetta.
Pick the Barchetta.
That's an obvious. I looked at the horsepower while Flynn was taking his shit, and this is obvious. This thing's got 485 horsepower and a V12 engine. And you're comparing this to literally a fucking 300, well, still good amount, almost 400 horsepower, but
They do have very similar 0 to 60s though.
I know. I gotta give him credit for that, but I like my pasta.
Yummy, yummy pasta.
Maybe Olive Garden stuck in my mind. I don't know why.
Olivive Dargan. Elatian Kitnit.
But it needs to be crusty.
Crusty. Like
Nope.
John Dinner.
Mmm.
Like John Dinner's underwear. Yummy.
Of course you would know that. Okay, anyway, so let's begin. We're stuck in basically Roswell, New Mexico.
With a hint of Arizona and Utah in there.
Just slapping all the four corners to go for Colorado.
Yep. There's only one Z8 in the roster.
Are you serious? Oh, I see it. No, there's two.
Oh, two. I'm sorry, for a second there I thought we only had 4 corners.
No.
Whoops.
That's all good. Oh. Did you see that?
I saw that.
He just like fucking yoinked himself out of the race.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're off to a good start then. Not bad. Pasta is enjoying himself.
Careful of the phone booth. Remember what happened last time.
Shut up. Don't remind me of last time. You should have seen yourself during the test drive.
Uh-oh.
You sent the McLaren F1 all the way up in the air. I've never seen it go that high. It's been years. I think the last person to ever go that high was freaking Sean. But he's a shitty driver, so that explains why. He drives way too goddamn aggressively.
If there's anybody who's good at this game, it's me. I'm a freaking champ.
Yeah, cool.
Nobody can touch me.
Sure. Okay. Weird. Yeah, you're alright. Now, if it's the GameCube version, I kick everybody's ass.
Obviously. And I'd probably be spinning for like 3 minutes.
You'll be crying.
Crying and spinning.
Crying and spinning. Oh, okay, Barchetta, that explains a lot, so I'm not going to argue against that.
This is what I was afraid of, another Barchetta to compete with.
Well, see, if it's a Barchetta, I can understand that. That's nothing. This thing's got good power, but if you're losing to a Z8, then you should be ashamed of yourself.
394 horsepower, that's freaking pathetic. Especially against the Barchetta.
That's the thing, the class comparison in the PS2 version is just weird.
I think in the PlayStation 2 version, they compare the classes to the 0 to 60s.
Probably so. They did, the Seattle version was more on top speed.
Right.
Because, again, the Z8 version, in the Seattle version, I think the Z8 competed with the M5, the XKR, yeah, basically it. But the HS, they never compared the HSV to it. The HSV was actually competing with the Corvette and the Mustang, and even the 911 Turbo. So, for me, I thought, like, why, That was the first time when I got the black box version, I was surprised to see a Corvette, competing with this freaking car right here. And actually,
I don't think Corvettes compete in this class because
no, it was a quick race.
Right.
I thought that was like way too odd,
Yeah.
At least in Seattle, they actually stuck to the class.
Right. Because you gotta remember that the Z8 and the 550 Barchetta are part of the muscle class, whereas the Corvette, the Ferrari, the 911 Turbo are part of the super class.
That's just really weird.
And then you have the
honestly.
McLarens and the CLK GTR that belong to the race special class.
I know. I think that was hilarious. I swear, now that you mentioned the Vet, that thing had very weird labels. It's funny that you even mentioned that.
Right.
Because normally it would not be labeled as such at all. It's normally labeled as a muscle car, oddly enough. But, nope. Okay. Thank you, Black Box, for being really fucking odd.
I thought it was pretty balanced.
Okay.
Whatever. Balancing act.
Don't talk about balancing acts. Know what happened last time?
Yeah.
It led to a delay and arguments. And it's like almost everyone got killed by a VTEC V-Smile.
And a little kid complaining about Wi-Fi.
That was the dumbest thing. Seriously, I hope I never see that stupid kid again. Acting like freaking Wi-Fi's life support. Or as fucking Shell said, an internal organ. She called it internal organ and fucking I tried not to die laughing while I was in the plane.
I need my Wi-Fi too.
I don't need the Wi-Fi that fucking much. I got my Ethernet, bitch.
I used to have Ethernet until I got my gaming rig and actual Wi-Fi adapter.
Nah, the Ethernet 4 for me, I kind of need it. The Wi-Fi part tends to act odd. Regardless, you know? So, like, all the computers, except for the laptops are connected. But they're capable of Wi-Fi.
Right.
The Mini can do it, no problem. My desktop computer can do it. But this kid was complaining so hard, you know, and then I put it on Facebook and everyone's like, oh, but what kind of shit airline did you fucking fly with? and American does have them. They do have Wi-Fi, just, I guess not that jet, for some reason. And it's funny because,
I think it's to reduce costs.
no, not exactly, because it's becoming way more cost-effective nowadays, but, as far as I know, sometimes those jets just are not maintained properly.
Right.
Especially fucking regionals.
Ugh.
Because remember, I flew on a shitty little regional jet over here.
Right.
I am lost as fuck. I got my ass lost. I almost went to Area 51. Now that I think about it, I'm not even getting vibes of fucking New Mexico anymore. That little part just suddenly like spat out fucking Nevada.
This kind of reminds me of Monument Valley between the Arizona and Utah state line.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that little part reminded me of fucking Nevada.
Right.
But yeah, as I was saying about that particular jet, because it's funny, where they have a little light saying, oh, you know, fasten your goddamn seatbelt. They had the Wi-Fi light on it. So I'm assuming they did have it, but they couldn't fix it on time, you know? That's just my guess. I'm not talking about planes right now. We need cars in this. Someone has destroyed the pasta. What did you do? That's what I would say. How far are we anyway?
We're like...
I was expecting...
We're like almost 11 seconds away from first.
I was honestly expecting worse. Seeing that I almost trespassed in Area 51 and probably got arrested by cops.
Oh my God.
I'm having the shittiest day of my life, bitch. Flynn is like, thank God I'm not even looking at him, because if I was, he's probably going to stare at me in disappointment.
I'm already staring at disappointment. Seriously, if this were me, I probably would have already maintained the lead by now.
I'm so proud of you.
But whatever, we all drive in all different ways.
I drive like a drunk ass. As you can see, I am not capable of driving Ferraris except the 360 Spider. That one's okay with me.
360 Spider's amazing.
I know. But this Ferrari, you know, I can kind of understand why it's this shitty. I can honestly already see it. Because this car is basically a 550 Maranello.
May as well be.
No, it is a 550 Maranello, basically. Well, the weird thing about Ferrari is that they label it differently.
Right.
The convertible version is a 550 Barchetta. The regular coupe is a 550 Maranello. I recognize it by the horsepower. So, when you play high stakes, right, believe it or not, that car in particular is considered to be the worst in fucking steering. Even the shitty freaking Mercedes cars, and I don't mean the CLK, like the SLK, even that car is better if you're gonna steer it. That's how terrible that fucking car is. But whatever, we all learn.
Shit, man, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna win this.
Yeah, that's obvious. Thank you. Oh well.
This is so painful.
I know. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks for just rubbing it into my beautiful face. Oh well. I will now die of embarrassment, jump myself out of this window.
Or maybe even dehydration. Because I how hot this place is.
Not a bad idea.
That sucks.
Alright, my name is X.
I'm Glenn. Sorry,
Right.
I rubbed it in your face.
That's fine.